So I mentioned this to a few people who usually know more about Clash than I do, and they weren't aware of this. I thought more people were aware of this than seemed to be. So yeah, I originally wasn't gonna make a video about this, but I guess hey, here we are, we're making a video about this. This blog post is Backstage Corporate Clash. The 1.1 update. I'll throw this in the description. This is actually a really cool blog post. It goes over a lot of like early CLO concepts. 1.1 was normal CLO. 1.2 is overclocked CLO. If you... I don't know what I was going to say there. Yeah, the Clash team really should do a 1.2 backstage, because this one was really cool. I actually really like to see like concepts, like early concepts of the litigation team. Early concepts of the litigator. So yeah, anyways, what we're going over, and I know that title probably sounds like a meme video. This isn't a meme video, I'm serious. This part of the blog post is what I want to go over. So in this, as they talk about, concepts and, making the normal CLO, they specifically point out that another idea was to keep the theme of gag tracks appearing in each boss fight. Throw in VP, lure and drop in CFO, sound and trap for CLO, and obviously squirt for CEO. So, this obviously means if they're explicitly pointing this out and explicitly, explicitly saying another idea is to keep the theme of gag tracks. Okay, wait a second now. What gag tracks haven't appeared in any boss fight yet? I wonder. Yeah, obviously, if they make a new COG boss, the only gag track that hasn't appeared is a Zap. You could theoretically make you can make the argument that Tune-Up hasn't made an appearance in any of the final rounds. But I don't think you could do Tune-Up. Obviously, people are going to mention that, like, hey, we already used Squirt in the CEO, so how are you going to do a fight with the chairman? Like, are they going to bring Squirt back? Honestly, I don't think, that doesn't matter. The gag tracks don't perform the same functions in the final rounds as they do in just, like, normal COG battles. You literally use Lure to drop safes on the chairman. Or not chairman. You literally use Lure to drop safes on the CFO. You literally use Sound to push the CLO into trap. And, pies heal you. So, yeah, the actual gag itself doesn't really, it just does whatever the fight needs it to. So what that means is you could just literally zap the chairman probably and not have to, soak him. Honestly, I feel like it would be a cool, concept for it to be like, okay, now, are the boss fight that we completely made ourselves. I mean, the CLO is pretty much made themselves. I guess you could say like the mechanics from like the cannon round are probably like reused. Otherwise, though, like, pretty much the entire fight is made by... you know what I mean? Like, the Clash exclusive HQ boss fight. That'd be cool. It's like the Clash gag track with, the Clash, like, exclusive board boss fight. Yeah. But I will say, if they can't think of anything, if they can't think of any actual, like, reasonable way to use Zap, in the chairman fight, I feel like it's something that they probably shouldn't shoehorn in, because it's the literal chairman fight. You could maybe, you'd maybe use just a ton of gag tracks, or like every gag track. I don't know. So yeah, maybe we won't have to use gag tracks. Wait, yeah, that was actually a derpy idea. Toontown Rewritten, how that game was kind of building up to have like something with Slappy at the end. Wait, maybe people who are watching this video don't even remember who Slappy was. Because it's like, okay, Slappy's a toon, so if you had like if it was going to be revealed that Slappy was working with the cogs, then you obviously gags wouldn't like work on him, so then, you could do like, maybe you have to fight like a cog. You green Slappy. Okay, yeah, this is stupid. I think I got my point across. You're probably going to zap. That'd actually be really funny if I'm completely wrong about this. I feel like if we don't use Zap, we're just not going to use a gag track. But I don't know why they would do that. They literally point out another idea was to keep the theme of gag tracks appearing. You know, if you made a TTR video, like predicting, like even if you made a TTR video predicting, like, you know, something like 5 years ago, literally you don't even know if you're correct or not. You probably aren't correct, honestly, since all the things about... Okay, I'm going on way too long. This is what happens when I talk way too long, is I just talk about nonsense. Goodbye.